Rabbit, rabbit, September 2016. It's the first. Wow. Rabbit, rabbit, the end of another wonderful, glorious summer. And it's the 1st of September. I hope you woke up saying it. And if you did, good luck for you all month. So first, I apologize for my hair. My hairdresser had a family emergency, so that means I have a family emergency with my hair. I can't believe it just gets so thick, and it reaches this point where it's like, all I know is that I just keep putting headbands in it, and it's just something to be reckoned with. I can't believe it. So I apologize. I'm kind of a mess right now. I guess I'll just wash it again and put on another headband. Hazy, hot, humid, and no hairdresser. This is what you get. So it's September 1st. What have you got coming up? Are the kiddos going back to school? The school system here began Wednesday in August. And so, wow, they're already there. School buses. And, but moms can get their routine back if they had to work the whole summer and somehow manage the kids at home with their issues, and work being work. It doesn't... Oh, I don't like what I'm hearing outside. It's like a coyote. I hope my cats are outside. I hope they're okay. Anyway, yeah, so trying to get your beloved routine back is always a welcome gift, but it ends up being challenging as we adjust. And once a child, as you know, goes from one school system grade to the next one up, sometimes the hours change, the bus schedule changes, it ends up crazy, right? So how's your food? I don't have much of an appetite these days. So I guess I'm just going with it. I don't know, yesterday, to get my macros at a good level, I had a tablespoon of peanut butter at 3 in the afternoon just to up that one a little bit. But yeah, I was very surprised. So today I'm just going to be having scrambled eggs, and I'll probably make a pound of bacon in the oven. I like to do that so then it's just there. So I'd have to defrost that pound. And then, as she says to herself out loud in front of everybody, artichokes. I'm going to be steaming 2 artichokes for us. Those are always fun. And I don't know what's for dinner. Last night was homemade turkey soup that I had frozen, and it's very good. And I don't miss the rice. I mean, I know it's not there like how I used to make it, but I live okay without the rice and the noodles that I used to put in my soups. What I do miss would be either beef barley soup or Scotch broth, which is really lamb barley soup. I did like my barley, but there is no barley alternative. So that's a bummer. But I'll live. You know, these are just going into the winter and seeing the grains crop up again, because, you know, hearty soups and stews sometimes, well, even with the potatoes, right? So my turkey soup yesterday just had carrots and onions and celery in it. And so, but it was okay. I mean, it was a full bowl filled with the veggies and stuff, so I enjoyed it. So, do you have any other plans for September? Have you achieved any of the goals that you wanted with your scale, with your non-scale victories through the summer? Because sometimes in the summer we say we're going to do a lot more of this or that. And I'm just wondering if it got done. I walked 4 miles every single day because we had absolutely no rain. There was one day where I knew it was going to come down torrentially and I wore my raincoat, but it came down torrentially is right, and at such an angle that it went right inside my raincoat and everywhere. And so even though I walked a mile after it ended, because it was quick, it was in and out, I was just too waterlogged and uncomfortable. But outside of that, I have been able to walk every single day. And what a treat it has been when you think of some summers and some winters, you know. I know there was one thunderstorm that I saw coming, and I quickly got myself to a Dunkin' Donuts and called for a cab home. And I was glad I did that, but I'd gotten in a mile and a half. So, anyway, that was my goal, and it always is my goal in the winter. You know, like, oh, those days when you can just walk and you don't need 97 layers, and there's not going to be any of that cold, cold wind. It's always a treat. So, anyway, the scale didn't change much for me. I pretty much am where I'm supposed to be, maintenance, and so it fluctuated along with the humidity, and but I have no complaints with that. And I stuck to my food plan, usually 15 to 1700 or 1400 to 1600 calories a day. Gosh, that sounds so much when you say it. But yeah, I've gotten used to no grains and no sugars, and my fat bomb is still satisfying when I simply have to have something dessert-like, although many people have said, you know, have some berries with cream. Either whip the cream or just have them in some heavy whipping cream that's not been whipped and enjoy that. But it's funny, I usually like my berries at lunch and my fat bomb at night. I don't know. I get more of a, if I was to have a treat, I think the treat is going to be a baked potato more than it's going to be some sort of desserty keto item. And so I've just, I guess it's because I'm fat adapted. And the carbs in the potato would be the real rare and appropriate treat, which I still have done all summer. I was baking it and then refrigerating it, so half of the carbs were lost with the resistant starch for when I ate it at dinner. But then I stopped doing that because it just got too funky in the fridge. And if I was just going to have one potato, and it's very small, you know, about like that, every week, then I was going to have it the way that I wanted it. And the scale didn't, you know, make me gain 4 pounds to punish me for how dare you think you can have a small baked potato once a week. It ended up okay. So I got through the summer that way. So that's my non-scale victory. And at the beginning of the spring, I had the Weight Watchers scale dilemma, and I was just so glad I threw out that demon scale. And another pickle here had the same problem with her scale. I'm not even sure if it was a Weight Watcher one, but in Penn Jillette's book, Presto Gonzo, 100 pounds, How I Made 100 Pounds Disappear, or whatever the title is, he has a real special system where when he weighs himself, other vitals besides just the weight go into some sort of wireless system, and his food sponsor, as it were, mentor, coach, got all the information, the doctor too. And I guess he bought out whatever store he found the scales in for his friends to have too. And it sounds fancy schmancy, but that's what worked for him. Was it Wilkins, something like that? And so now he would trust no other scale but that, because it takes all the other measurements as well. So, and he's a daily weigher. And, you know, we all know how we all go from either daily weighing, or we put the scale in the trunk of our husband's car to take to work every day, so we don't play the scale game. But it's whatever works for you. When the scale is your friend, it's your best buddy. And when it's not responding, we know how we feel about those scales. And we could throw it right out that replacement window, couldn't we? So, that is it for today. Rabbit Rabbit, September 1st, 2016. Who knew? Here we are. Wow. It's the beginning of another month. For us on the Cape, it's the best month ever. September is just golden and glorious. So thank you all, Pickles, for watching. And I hope you have some good goals that you had over the summer that came true. And I hope that your September goal comes true. Rabbit Rabbit, thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.